He probably deserved to take a little rest day. Probably need to take some time to chill. Nigga was like, man, I done made the oceans, fucking continents, trees, animals, and shit. Like, let me take a break. I did a lot this week. You, however, didn't do shit. Time is an illusion. It's a man-made concept or a construct. It's a measurement. Time doesn't actually exist in a sense. You know, the sun rises and the sun falls. And that's really it. And the most detrimental effect I see from people like using time, thinking of time in this grand sense, is that it's called the calendar effect. And basically, it's like how, the New Year's rolling around. Everybody want like, oh, I got all these New Year's resolutions. I'm finna get in shape. I'm finally finna start that business this year. Gonna reconnect with my parents. Yada yada yada. Whole bunch of bullshit. But they're getting real excited about it because it's a new year. And I do understand the Earth goes around the sun 365 days. Cool. But the idea that every day is not the same is ludicrous. Like, we have this idea where like, oh, I need to rest on Sundays. It's a Sabbath day. Jesus rested on the seventh day. Jesus probably did a lot more work than you. A lot more. That nigga created the earth. Probably the universe or whatever the fuck. Not Jesus, because that's God. But he probably deserved to take a little rest day. Probably need to take some time to chill. Nigga was like, man, I done made the oceans, fucking continents, trees, animals, and shit. Like, let me take a break. I did a lot this week. You, however, didn't do shit. And you think that because it's the weekend, it's time to chill. Like, at my job, I recently got a set schedule. And the only way you can get a set schedule is if you work the weekends. Because nobody wants to work the weekends because everybody got shit to do or shit they want to do or they want to relax. They want to watch the game. But it's all the same shit. The sun comes up, the sun comes down. It's the exact same thing. And in terms of how this affects your goals and how it affects you achieving whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, is that you get this idea is like, okay, well, I want to start working out. I really want to get in shape. What's today? The 17th? Tuesday? Tuesday's a weird day to start. I'll start on Monday. Because then it'll be lined up with my workouts. Like if I start on Monday, then I can do 5 days a week and then have the weekends off. So we'll start on Monday. Cool. Monday rolls around and it's getting closer to the end of the month. And for whatever reason, you miss Monday. You're like, fuck, miss Monday. Well, I mean, it is the end of the month anyways. I'll start fresh next month. Next month, I'll jump on it and, it'll be November. I like November. It's Thanksgiving and shit. We're going to start working in November. November comes around. Put in a little work. You miss a couple weeks. And then you decide, I fell off a little bit. I was kind of consistent. And we're going into December. No, fuck it. New year, new me. New year, new me. You know what I'm saying? I tried it, but it just wasn't there. But it's a fresh time, So then you go into the next year, and all you're doing is just wasting time. January 1st is the exact same thing as October 17th. Nothing has changed besides probably the weather. But that doesn't really affect you in any sense. this idea that we have to just follow time. Like I remember I used to constantly get up really early in the morning. Um, I still get up pretty early, but not as early as I used to, because I used to work like hella early. And I would get up before work. And people are like, I don't understand how you work all like that. How you wake up so early. I could never wake up that early. I'm like, good. You just went to sleep earlier. It's the same shit. I know there's the circadian rhythm. I think that's how you say that word. But like when you kind of want to live with how the sun rises and when it goes down, like you need to get tired. When it comes up, you need to wake up and all that. All that's good and all. But besides that, there's no reason to why you need to adhere to the construct of time, or at least the construct of the calendar effect. That, oh, because it's fucking Wednesday, like that's a work day. But Saturday and Sunday isn't a work day. That doesn't really make sense. Because once again, it's all the same shit. When you wake up in the morning, just do what the fuck you gotta do, regardless of the day. Because I know I fell for this a lot. Like, oh, it's because I like numbers. I'm a big numbers guy. 11 is probably my favorite number. And I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna start on the 11th. The 11th is my day. We'll start on 9/11 because that's when the world had a big impact or a big disaster or whatnot. Like, that's my disaster. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna think that my life's in danger because on 9/11 bad shit happened. So I'm gonna start working on 9/11 to pay respect, or it's 8/24. What's the 8th month? I don't know, but it's 8/24. That's Kobe Day. Like 8 and 24. Like Kobe was a hard worker, so you know what? I'm gonna really start working on 8/24. I can guarantee you, if you think in this way, you use the calendar effect to implement things in your life, I guarantee you're not going to get shit done. I can personally guarantee it, because you're always looking for an excuse to put things off. Like, oh no, the timing isn't good, bro. Fuck the time. The time does not matter. It can be 3 a.m. on a Monday. And you can do the same shit that you would have done any other day, any other time. The shit's not real. It doesn't matter. Like, for example, that we have holidays. Like, oh, it's Christmas. We should spend some money. Why? It's your birthday. Birthday comes around every single fucking year. You need to have a party. You need to invite all your friends over. You need to go out and spend some money. See, that's the thing, is the calendar effect. It's a business. Like it's a way to get people to spend money. Like, that's what holidays are, getting people to spend money. It's the 4th of July. Let's go to the beach and shoot off some fireworks. Get drunk. Not work. All these holidays, fucking random ass days off from school. It's Columbus Day. The fuck? It doesn't matter. It's all the same day. Like, for instance, like my birthday this year, that's honestly another story. My birthday this year was horrible, but nigga, it was just another day. I didn't do no fucking special celebrations or nothing like that. And maybe you can say, oh, that's lonely. You don't have any friends, or no one wanted to do anything for your birthday. I didn't want to do nothing for my birthday because I don't really give a fuck. It's another day. In fact, it's just another day of me being older. But shit, that's another one. Is that, especially like once you turn like 18, you should probably just forget how old you are. Because a lot of people also use that in terms of, oh, I'm too young to do this. Or I'm too old to do this. Like, it doesn't no matter what age you are, you're just a person. You are going to continue to exist regardless. Let's say you started the business at 21 versus 27. If you started at 21, then you got 6 more years of experience. Versus if you say, oh, well, when I get older, I'm smarter now, so I guess I can get into this, or maybe let's say you think you're too old to get into this field now that you're 27. Like, oh, if I would have did it when I was 21, you know what I'm saying? That's normal. Like, let's say you want to be a social media guy and you feel weird because you're fucking 35 and now you're just now getting on social media. It doesn't matter, man. And I think anyone that is over the age of like 25, shit, fucking 23, 24, I think you realize like it's all the same. You don't really feel any different. Nothing really much changes. Like, you learn, you grow, you know new things if you're actively trying to learn new things. But same dude, same person. You're going to wake up and do the same shit. Stop letting the calendar dictate how you live your life. Understand that time is an illusion and you can do things whenever the fuck you want to. And you don't have to celebrate holidays or take a rest day because it's Sunday. Like, it's all the same, G. 1-to-1s in the description. Like and subscribe. If this video gets 28,000 likes, we will do a raffle for a 12-pack of beef ramen noodles.